Hello, hello, hello. Check, check. 1, 2, 3. Are we on here? Somebody let me know if they can hear me on this thing. We are live. It is 8 o'clock. Welcome into my first YouTube live stream. The last time I've done a live event or live stream was during the pandemic, where I was at home and I was having lots of guests and special things going on and bits and so forth. So this has been the first time since then. So what has that been? I mean, God, it's got to be what, 4 years or something like that. 3, 4 years, right? Um, so here I am. Oh, thank you. See Mish Madness 6, loud and clear. I am loud and clear. Thank you very much. Let's get a few more people going in here and we will start taking some questions. I'm going to show you guys some vinyl stuff. Let me solo myself right here. You can see a little bit there. I don't really have an agenda per se. I just thought maybe I would take some questions, some comments, show you guys around my room a little bit. This is sort of the fortress of solitude where my listening goes on, and I do all my vinyl stuff and collecting of all sorts, everything music, whether it's memorabilia, CDs, cassettes, stereo equipment, vinyl stuff, just all old school stuff. I got so much stuff to show that I might not even be able to get to it all tonight. Because I hear there's something going on. There's something on TV at 9 o'clock tonight. I'm not really sure. People keep telling me, why are you doing a live stream? That there's some debate on or something. I'm not really sure about that. Not just kidding. We'll try to get this wrapped up as soon as we can, but we'll stay as long as we want to. So it's really up to you guys, and we'll see how it goes. So definitely something, if you guys haven't subscribed to my YouTube channel yet, make sure you do so. Give me a little subscribe and a little get yourself notified when I put up new episodes and new live streams, because I will be doing more of those for sure. Hoping to have some pretty cool guests coming on soon. So make sure you subscribe, and want to thank everybody who has subscribed already and all the people on X that follow me. I mean, you guys just been so supportive forever. So thank you so much. And, now it really means a lot, and I'm glad to have everybody on board. And thank you, Andrew Brown, for subscribing. Thank you, everybody who's in here right now. This is really cool. This is my first time I've used StreamYard, but not on my own broadcast. So this is cool to be on the other side and use this. And you see all you guys on here, so that's pretty cool. So where do I want to start here? Basically, I mean, I have so much stuff. Well, I guess the first thing I'll do is open. I have a red pop here, which is my favorite. I will open that. Not supposed to have it, but I will. I will crack that open here. Not a wise choice on the live stream. I'm just realizing that right now. My tongue and my teeth and my mouth are going to get really red. What a dumb choice. But I have water too, so that's okay. So basically, I'm here loud and clear for you guys. If you guys want to see something specific, or if you want to say, hey, do you have this band? Do you have this record? Do you have this? Or do you want to see a certain piece? Because the cool thing I have tonight for you guys is, let me do the split screen here, is I have another camera actually where I'll be able to pan around and show stuff, so you guys can see pretty much anything that you have a question about. We can look at the room 360 and do everything there. So that's pretty cool. So why don't we get started with that? Let's go over to the other camera here. You guys see that? You still hear me? I'm going to move my microphone here a little bit. I'm going to walk over here. And we'll see what happens with the light. If I have to bump up the light, you guys let me know. Here I am, right here, wrong camera. If the lighting, I need to bump it up here, I will. Just wanted some ambiance here. You know what I'm saying? Ambiance. That's the key. But anyway, I just wanted to show some stuff here. This Akai reel to reel I got a couple weeks ago in Clawson. Some Facebook seller, and got a good deal on it. And awesome to have this. It works awesome. It works great. No problems. Took it apart, cleaned it, and it's really, really cool. I'm trying to see what else I can see here. Over here are 8-track tapes. A lot of 8-track tapes. All the Kiss ones are right here. Let's take a look at one here. You can see. There's the Hotter Than Hell 8-track tape from 1974. it still plays very well. And I'll show you guys the 8-track player here in a few seconds. This is pretty cool thing sitting here. This is a 1980, the year I was born, 1980 Kiss bubblegum packet called Chew Bops. These are sold in stores, probably what, $1 or something, and they all had at the time a bunch of different artists' album covers that you could buy. Kids could buy them and have bubblegum vinyl record inside, but this is a Kiss Unmasked copy right there. It's very cool. As we move over, got this a couple days ago. Got the Kiss Pez dispenser. Very hard not to open this and eat the Pez because I love Pez, but we will keep that sealed. Got this. Came in today, actually, in the mail. The Ozzy Osbourne Diary of a Madman Funko Pop. With the album cover there, and you got Ozzy. Cool Funko guy there. Very cool deal there. Gotta love eBay. You gotta stay on your eBay all day there. Before I move over on here are not only some, there's more over here, but these are just some of my cassette tapes. Like I said, if you guys want to see anything in particular or ask about a certain type of music or a certain band, then maybe I can show you some of these. Sorry, I can't zoom in more, but those are some right here. I just try to mainly collect cassettes that are never been put on vinyl or things that are way, way expensive on vinyl, but I would still like to hear them analog, so I buy them on a cassette. So, a lot of 90s stuff didn't come out on vinyl, obviously, because CDs were the big deal there. So that's that part of the room. And let me step back over here for a few minutes just to see everybody back over here for a second. There I am. Just making sure. I'll be checking the comments and questions here as we go along here. Every few minutes, I'll check back in so I don't, pass up your guys' questions. Here's one. What am I going to say on this? Austin Bros. All right, Roberto, be honest. What is Valenti? I'm assuming that's what he's saying, like off the air. He's just a really great dude. I mean, I wish I had some salacious, like big crazy thing to talk about anybody, but I don't. I love Mike. I love everybody on the Valenti show. He's always looked out for me, and always will be a friend of mine for life. So just a great dude, and I know you guys love him too. And are always going to be fans and listening to the show. So I do love that. Bloomies. Roberto, we need the story on 97.1. You are greatly missed on the show. Well, thank you, Bloomies. Like I said, there's no, I wish this live stream would be so great if I had some salacious, like dirt story, but I don't have anything to really say on that end. I was a member of that family for, I was on the air for eight years, I think. And, still consider myself a member of Mike Valenti and the family over there at the show. And, just like you, with you and your brothers and sisters, you may not live together anymore, but you're still family. And definitely just as tight with those guys as ever. And I am around for them and they're around for me at any time. So, just moving on, trying to move on to some new stuff. So I am already hitting the ground running, and not only with, my YouTube channel, my live stream, but, still working on bits and comedy stuff, and be able to, do more with that soon. Just taking the taking the summer off, to be honest with you, and just enjoying this room, which I haven't, been able to do. So it's great to be able to just hang out with here and bring you guys in along with it, bring you guys in the room, and be able to, be able to probably play some music at some point. I just worry about getting the channel like copyright strike stuff. I don't know. Maybe I can find a few records where no one will care if they get copyright, or maybe some of these bands I have will be happy that I'm sharing their music actually, because they're kind of obscure. But thank you, Bloomies, for your question. I'm going to look at the chat here. Like I said, thanks everybody for those kind words about the show. And, this is where you'll be able to find me. So, I'll be putting out videos, on the regular for all you guys. And like I said, this would be more of a music channel for me. But I can't help it to mix in some comedy stuff here and there and bits and I can't help myself when it comes to that stuff, and I have all the home stuff to do that. So I will be definitely doing that soon. So you guys will be the first to know when that happens. And but like I said, just taking a little break right now for the summer, enjoying the pool, enjoying the weather, barbecuing steaks, drinking red pop steaks and cheesecakes. That's all I'm living on right now. That's what we're living on. So all right. So why don't we before I take some more questions here, let's take a look at some of the oh, thank you, Edward, very much. I very much appreciate it. Let's go back here to the room layout. I'm going to move my mic here again. And I'll show you guys some other stuff really quick. I'll just pan around the room. I'll start here. That is a very cool Aussie tapestry that I have right there that I really love. But below that, you'll see the spin clean is that yellow contraption there. And this is where I do all the vinyl cleaning and vacuum cleaning of vinyl, rinsing, wash, rinse, repeat. It's the same thing you do with your hair. You got to do the same thing with your records. Rinse, wash, rinse, repeat. You got to do that so they sound good. We saw over here already. Let's go over to... There we go. So just got that Kiss lithograph poster not too long ago. Print from the Dynasty album. That's pretty cool. And as you can see, the stereo here. It's my main stereo system that I listen to. All my vinyl is a Sansui. I won't bore you with all the model names unless you want to know that. Hit me up in the comments. Sansui from 1980, the year I was born. And thing's a beast. It's a tank. Never has let me down. I've had it for, 7-8 years, and it's awesome. Above that, same year, 1980, I believe, maybe 79, Yamaha cassette deck, old school, VU meters, very old school there. Keep my Spotify stuff up here for streaming. Yes, I do stream music as well. Only if I have to, though. No, I only stream when I'm being lazy and don't feel like cleaning records. So, and then over there, the turntable, no big deal there. Just your basic run-of-the-mill Audio Technica, one that you can get pretty much anywhere. But I like it. It just works good for what I do. I use moving coil needles and cartridges, a little more on the high end there, so you get the most out of that record as possible. I use Infinity 2000.6 reference speakers, but nothing fancy there. We're not talking, thousands and thousands of dollars. It's just, if you do your research, you can find some things that are, inexpensive, but still give you the sound that you want. It's all about the sound that you want, not what anybody's telling you. So it's really what you like. Let's see if I pan down here. There's some effect stuff. Power supply. The router, where you basically everything's routing through that silver piece there. So that's where a CD player will go through that. The vinyl, Spotify, 8-track, cassette, all gets run through there and then back through the receiver. And then I have a Sony 400 disc jukebox right there. And that's almost full, actually. What I've been doing in my time off is I cleaned every CD, and then you can hook up a keyboard to this, and you can actually name all the albums in there. So you just use the cogwheel, and you can pretty much listen to anything that you want. It's very cool. And I like to use the shuffle position on there. Let me just check in here, make sure I'm still loud and clear. Everyone's still in the room here. And okay, let's move on. Let's move this way. This is cool. If you can see that poster there, that's actually not a poster. That's a tour book. That is the first Kiss show I went to in 1992 on the Revenge tour. You notice their Kiss with no makeup. And that is the tour program frame. Very cool. I have some more stuff from that show I'll show you soon. Just, various other picture stuff. There's an Ozzy tour program from the Ultimate Sin Tour, 1986. As some of you might know, Metallica was the opening band on that tour for the Master of Puppets album. I got a Black Sabbath tour book there from the Mob Rules album with Ronnie James Dio. Led Zeppelin mirror there, so like one of those like carnival mirrors you would get at the carnivals back in the day. Remember that when you'd win a prize, you'd get a cool kind of mirror there. And some magazines I have framed there, Monster magazines with Gene Simmons, Alice Cooper, the Rush album there. You can't really see it. I'll zoom in on it later. There's a picture of me and Paul Stanley from Kiss there. If I pan down, there's the jukebox. And let me show you something else pretty cool I got here. Found this from when I was a kid. Took it all apart, and actually it still works. This is the Radio Shack Astro Command video game. Let's see if we can see. So it still works, still makes noise, and I don't know, it's just a pretty cool looking like TV sort of thing. And that's keep it right here by the jukebox. When I get bored, when I'm listening to music, I can also play video games. So there you go. Let's turn back around. There's more cassettes there. If you guys want to know about or want to see any of those, we can look at those. Let's turn back around. Back to the vinyl and the cassettes. There we go. All right, I'm coming back around. All right. Coming back around. There I am. Okay. All right. So let's see what comments we got coming in here. Oh, my God. You guys are keeping me busy. Jeez. Rise G. What is your most prized possession, music related, but not albums? I mean, I guess I would have to say the photos. I have a photo with me when I met Paul Stanley from Kiss. I've met the whole band one time with my son. So just having that stuff's kind of cool. I have also framed here some of my most coveted ticket stubs of really prominent shows that I've been to over the years. We can get into that if you guys want to. Let me take some more questions here. You should keep making songs out of press conferences and Detroit related things. You're a wizard with that. Thank you so much, Andrew Brown. And I think you're onto something there. I think you'll be surprised or not surprised that I think you got a good idea there. So Dennis Leinberg, can you play Rico's Dance School? I don't have it here to play it. Definitely on the show, you guys can hear that. Definitely make sure you ticket text in and keep those songs going. By far the best bit you made. Oh, thank you, Dennis. RQS Venom. Artie years were the best of Stern. I do agree with that. Absolutely. Bloomies asked, do you ever listen on headphones? Like to just the music in general or right now? Right now, I don't. I see people use headphones on these things. I don't like it. But no, I usually don't. I drive my family crazy because I listen to big speakers. And I have soundproof this room maybe about 70%, 75%. So I try to be mindful of that. But here's a pair of headphones here. These are original Sansui headphones from the 70s. They're huge. They weigh a ton. My neck is hurting right now. But they are OG. They're original Sansuis. And there you go. And I like them. Set those down. Let's keep looking here. Edward, yeah, saying that Ozzy Metallica show was the best show I ever saw. I wish I would have been there. I was 6 years old, so I did not get to see that. Edward, but I have it in the other room. I haven't had a chance to frame it yet. I do have the tour program from 1985, the first time I saw Iron Maiden at Pine Knob. I was 5 years old, and my mom took me to that concert, and we still had the program, and man, was that cool. The Power Slave Tour. What else do we have here? Oh, Cambo's Pops. That's my son, ladies and gentlemen. Make sure you go see his channel too. He's got a huge Funko Pop collection. It's unbelievable. It's taking up, I get this little corner of the basement. He gets the rest, and he's got Funko Pops up the wazoo. So check out his channel. And who's your favorite Sopranos character other than Tony? I'd probably say Johnny Cakes is my favorite. Oh, Bloomies. Bloomies. I'm not even going to answer that. That's ridiculous. What's the matter with you? Come on. Let's see. Rise G. If Roberto's basement's a rockin', don't come knocking, as they say. That is right. No, I got a pretty good open door policy. You can walk in if I'm rocking in here. Yes, Edward. Iron Maiden. Rise G says he loves Funko Pops. We all do. I got my Ozzy one right over there today. I'm trying to get, I just want to collect all the album ones right now, the ones where they have the album cover in them. So I know there's Rush and I think Queen, Black Sabbath. I have to get that one. Saw that one last weekend at Big Ben's in Allen Park, big comic book shop there. And I didn't grab it. I should have, but I want to buy more records with my money right now. No toys. Not as many toys right now. Got to get the records going. RQS Venom. Have you known what happened to Stuttering John after Stern? I mean, I have to say that I am a fan of the Stuttering John podcast on YouTube live every day. I'm pretty addicted to it, to be honest with you. I'm a fan, but in a weird way. As your name states, is what I have a lot for Stuttering John. That's a lot of venom. People, it's hard to explain to people. I watch a guy on YouTube every day that I despise and I hate and drives me crazy. He's so annoying, but I catch myself watching. So kudos to Stuttering John and that whole crew over there. I love everybody over there. I listen to, all the guys in the Dabbleverse is what they call themselves. So I'm all into all that stuff. But yeah, for sure. What's your favorite non-heavy metal Detroit area show you've been? Geez, I had to think about that for a second. God, I've seen some weird, not weird, but just, I usually go to heavy metal shows, but I've seen Al Di Meola, jazz artist. I've seen P. Diddy. I seen live in concert in 1997, I believe, at the Palace. That's funny. I've been to some other R&B shows, but it's mainly mostly classic rock or heavy metal stuff. I got to say, but I've been to a lot. I couldn't even imagine even coming up with the list. That my brothers probably went, to 85% of the shows with me, so we'd have to sit down and write that out one day. But that'd be pretty cool. Which is your favorite toy then? I really like. Right now, what is out? I don't have any here, but they're called, is it reaction figures? Those action figures I really like, where they make like Lemmy from Motorhead and Iron Maiden and Ronnie James Dio, all these like little like Star Wars size action figures. They're so cool. They make Motley Crue, Kiss. It's very cool. I love those. Hoping to be collecting those soon. But old school wise, I'm really old school, man. I was at that Big Ben's comic place in Allen Park last week, and I saw Masters of the Universe original stuff, G.I. Joe, Shogun Warriors, Godzilla, wrestling guys, WWF. I go as far back as collecting AWA, NWA, wrestling, WCW, all old school stuff. So big toy fan, big toy guy. Not like you're surprised at the mental capacity of a 12-year-old. Anyway. Yeah, my buddy Shane here saying, don't try and explain Stuttering John. It's impossible. That's true. We did talk about that the other day, and I don't know how to tell people about the dabble verse or what that even means, or just look up Stuttering John. Maybe you can just kind of fall into place, whatever he did today. And it's pretty nuts, man. Pretty nuts. RQS Venom saying, I will be at the Magic Bag for Who Are These Podcasts in October. That's pretty cool. I'd like to go. I wouldn't mind going to that. It would be pretty fun, actually. I know they've been here a few times, but I have not gone yet. That would be very fun to do. Maybe I will see you there in October, my friend. So while we wait for some more questions, comments, stuff like that to come through, I don't know. What can I show here? I will show these tickets, actually. This is a pretty cool thing. I framed this a long time ago. Still have it. Found it. Actually found it in the garage not too long ago. And I thought maybe I can show some of you guys. Zoom in on here. This one being the first. Bud Light presents Kiss at the Palace, November 27th, 1992. So I was 12 years old there. Seeing Kiss with Great White and Trickster as the opening bands. Next one, that would be this one I have in here. Miller Lite Ice, that's old, presents Black Sabbath, July 4th? Wow. July 4th. That's coming up. Almost the anniversary. July 4th, 1995. Pine Knob Music Theater. And 1995, that meant no Ozzy. That meant no Ronnie James Dio. That meant there was a gentleman named Tony Martin. That was the singer of Black Sabbath. And they just came out with a new box set of all the 90s Black Sabbath material that was out of print for a really long time. It's back out now. I'll probably do a video on it soon, talking about that whole era. And man, it's so good to hear that stuff. You guys definitely got to go check it out. Go on Spotify, look up Black Sabbath, and there's albums like Headless Cross, Tear, Cross Purposes, and Forbidden, which are just, albums that a lot of people missed out on, but very awesome to hear them again. Let's see. What stores? This is a good one. What stores can we see Roberto hunting at? Assuming you mean for records. I'm not hunting for anything else. Well, I live on the east side, so St. Clair Shores, Roseville. I'm in that area a lot. So there's a store called Tracks and Wax that I really like. I like Melodies and Memories. I like Blast in the Past on Gratiot. I like Weirdsville Records in Mount Clemens. But even the ones that are a little farther out for me, they're all great, and they all have like their own kind of niche. And that's what's cool about the independent record stores, that they all have their own kind of, I go to one for one thing, one for another. I went to one in Grosse Pointe Park yesterday, Ripe Records on Charlevoix. Very cool little store. It's a lot of neat stuff. You could spend hours in there, even with how small it is. I mean, he's got it packed, to the gills. So, but mostly I do, mostly I'm on eBay. That's where I do most of the vinyl shopping. I look for deals, because I tell you what, I was telling someone this the other day that it's so much better when I'm holding one of these vinyl records in my hand to know that I got a really good deal on it, or I didn't pay like full retail. It just somehow feels better when I'm listening to it that, hey, cool, I got, I was held out for a deal on that one. But listen, I'm no saint. I don't tell my wife I spent a lot on this stuff, though. But I only do estate sale records. That's it. Actually, I'll show you guys in a few minutes. I actually got a great score at an estate sale last week Friday, right here in my city, and I couldn't believe it because usually those estate sales, hit and miss, more miss than hit. But yeah, got some very cool stuff there that was in mint condition, never been played, only taken out of the plastic, the shrink wrap, but otherwise looks like it's never even been touched. So pretty cool stuff there. I tried explaining it to my wife. You mean the Dabbleverse? Yeah, she thinks I'm crazy for listening to a crazy person. I can't imagine in my house, when I have that on, I don't know. I probably look like I should be committed. Edward says, it's funny. I have my stubs in a picture book. Ever thought about displaying them? Definitely going to do that in my soon to be built music room. Awesome. Yeah, I mean, there's just strewn all over the place. I have so much stuff. I mean, I'm just glad that I was smart enough to frame those older ones, but I'm sure I have more laying around, and tour books. I got so many tour books in the storage room across from here. And just found recently, I had them, the old Riff bumper stickers. I have a huge pile of those. I have Ozzy, Rainbow, ZZ Top, Clapton, just so many bands. I mean, any band, Def Leppard, you name it, I have them in that stack of bumper stickers. That's pretty cool. I'll show those on a video one day. There's just so much to get to. It's going to take forever, I'm telling you. Do you ever hit shows at smaller venues? Hold on. Let me get to that one a second. You ever hit shows at smaller venues around town? Not really. I'm a pretty boring guy. I kind of like to just sit home in this dungeon and listen to records. That's pretty much, yeah. I mean, I probably should start going to more live music events. And it would be good for me. It would be good. And I like playing music as well. So hit me up, anybody. You want me to come? If you're playing at a bar somewhere, you want me to jump up and jam with you, I'll do it. What else do we have here? Oh, Les Paul or Fender? Good question, Elliot. I like both. I don't have it in this room, but I have the same Fender Stratocaster that I bought when I was 15 years old. Still have it. Just restored it recently. It's a beast, and it's lasted all these years and plays great, sounds great. They both have different sounds. Here's a Les Paul Epiphone I got for my son recently. Very cool. Purple here. Love it. I mean, it sounds awesome. You can't replicate the sound of a Les Paul. It is what it is. And that's why people love them so much. It just has that fat, more aggressive, mean sound, where a Strat is, I just think of more of like Eric Clapton or Stevie Ray Vaughan type vibe blues when I think of Fender Strats. Or Richie Blackmore. Or Jeff Beck. Your choice. Any word on season 4 of Average White Rumors? I really should do that. There's no reason for that to go away as far as I'm concerned. It's been popular. It's won many awards. It's highly acclaimed. Average White Rumors shouldn't end. I mean, come on. Totally agree with you there. What can we expect from the Roberto channel? Very good question. I don't know. I don't really have like some crazy agenda. It's pretty much what you guys wanted. You guys tell me what you guys, would like to see or me to do. Or, but I basically this is what I do is I just hang out in this room and listen to music and catalog music and just, look at stuff. And I'm on eBay here when I'm not live with you guys, looking for cool finds and cool stuff. And, but probably going to focus on like the music vinyl stuff for a while on my channel, just kind of, we'll grow it that way. But like I said, the itch is getting strong and I need to scratch the itch or itch the scratch. Yeah. Scratch the itch, right? Scratch the itch of, the comedy stuff and the bits and parody songs and making fun of movies and TV shows and local teams and local news and local morning shows and lots of stuff that I want to do. And it's all in this noggin here. Just got to remember to do it. That's the thing. But like I said, just taking a little bit of time off. Just enjoying the summer, enjoying family life and the holiday coming up here, and that kind of stuff. Here's a good one from Boomers. Did you ever go drinking with Kenny Cott? Many times. Many times. He's a fine young man. He drinks good booze. I love Kenny Cott. In this house, we don't say a bad word about Kenneth Cott. We praise Kenneth Cott. He's a gentleman. Bloomies, have you ever considered a pod? You were hilarious and always aggravated. I enjoy the OG podcast is still around. Original Gangsters. I had a hand in starting that podcast, and I'm glad it's still around and doing its thing. And man, there's a lot of stuff going on in organized crime here lately. So if you haven't been listening to the OG podcast, go check it out. Good stuff on there. My brother was on the most recent episode, so that was that's a good one there. I'll answer this. Marcus 24. Will we still hear your music on the station? I don't know. That would be great. I'm not opposed to anything anybody wants to do. So I would say sure. And I will say, as Stuttering John would say, "Sco!" as I drink my red pop. Oh, it's fantastic. Now I'll have red lips and tongue and teeth. Why did I do that? I don't know. That was very dumb. So anyway, you guys will be able to watch this later on if you're just coming in. I showed a little bit of the room, but there's just so much to show you guys here. It's crazy. Skull from the there you go. What else? Let me show you those estate sale finds. That's a good video. That's good. I'm going to go back here to the, you know what? Why would I do that? Let's go to this. Let's go to this layout. My microphone. Let's see if I can do this. All right, let me show you some of these estate sale finds I got the other day. Classic album. Saturday Night Fever soundtrack. Now look how mint that is. No ring wear. Very, very nice. Very shiny. Very brand new spine. All very sharp corners. Beautiful insert there. Kind of looks like me, doesn't it? Tony Manero. That's my man right there. Tony Manero. Got any Tony Manero fans out there? You let me know. I love this movie. We'll watch it tonight. And I love these guys. The Bee Gees. I love Barry Gibb. He's the man. But very cool to find that. Never been played as far as original pressing. Very, very cool. Another one. Just looks like it's never, ever been touched. Commodore's Greatest Hits. Not something I would usually go crazy for and buy. But if it was a steal, so I couldn't pass it up. But it's got Brick House and Easy and Machine Gun, 3 Times a Lady. Hey, can't go wrong. Same estate sale. Eric Clapton, Slow Hand, estate sale find. I mean, I'm probably the first guy to open this gatefold on this original pressing from 1977. Very cool. Love Eric Clapton. One day I'll show you guys all the Clapton collection, be it CDs, cassettes, vinyl. Here's another one I found. Stevie Nicks, Belladonna, her first solo album. Again, notice, no ring wear, never been touched. Very, very sharp corners. And the vinyl is just, it's never been played. It's brand new. It's never had a finger on it. Very cool. Foreigner, Head Games. Maybe not the best Foreigner album. 2 before this were way better. This is where, for me, Foreigner, it's kind of taking a dive there. But hey, like I said, good price. You got to do it. Another band, never owned any ELO records. But I do know that people say that this is one of their best ones, double album Out of the Blue. So I picked it up. Great condition. So I think that's all of them. Yeah, that's all of them for the estate sale fines. So let's look back at the chat here, see what you guys are talking about. What do you got for me in here? We got about 20 minutes left here. I'm here to take all of your questions and comments. Yeah, Bloomies, SJ, Stuttering John would be drinking a Coors Light. Dues payer. Shane asking, when is the Rocks reunion? Rocks was the band I was in high school. You can find those albums, I mean, pretty much everywhere. Spotify, everywhere. I'm just kidding. There were no albums. There's nowhere to find any. I do actually have one live tape, Shane. I have one live tape. And I need to do a nice remastering job on that. And I will be putting it on disc for anybody that wants one. Please let me know. It was from a gig in 1995, I believe. Or 94. It could be 94 or 95. I was 14 or 15 years old. Jeez. Are we getting old or what? I know what you're saying. Speak for yourself. What was your reaction when you heard Kenny Cott explaining that bet is slang for show? Yeah, that was an awesome bit to put together. Kenny Cott's Black History Month minutes. Can't go wrong with those. Beautiful. Bloomy's favorite scene in Casino. I saw it. Somebody put it on Facebook the other day. It was I don't know, maybe when Joe Pesci was telling that guy to take his cowboy boots, that he had his cowboy boots on the table, he throws them out, or when Joe Pesci's threatening the banker, telling him that he'll split his effing head wide open in front of everybody in the bank if he doesn't give him his money back. But that's one of many. I love every scene in Casino. One of my favorite movies. I could watch it a million times. Rise G, did you have long hair back then when I was in a band? Unfortunately, no. I don't know why I didn't. No, I don't know. It was dumb. It was dumb that I didn't have long hair. You know what I look like? I always look like Neil Peart from Rush, like the 80s Neil Peart, not the 70s. I had like the rat tail and just like coiffed hair. It was ridiculous. I looked like I should have been in like Duran Duran or something, not White Snake. That's what I wanted to look like. I never had the hair for it. Couldn't do it. If the next video gets 500 likes, Rocks gets released. Oh, let's go for a G. Let's go for 1,000. 1,000 subscribers to my channel. We will release the Rocks tapes. On that topic, off the beaten path, Vegas movies you would recommend. Jeez. Oh, I'm just thinking about the title first, like Leaving Las Vegas. Crazy movie. Vegas Vacation with Chevy Chase. I like that. I don't know. I'm drawing a blank here with Vegas. God, I'm gonna have to think about that. Maybe give me a couple in the comments here. Get me started on some Vegas movies. Ocean's 11. I don't know. I mean, most mob movies I like, I believe, always take place in New York, Detroit. Here's one. What one item you have now took the longest time to find? I would say, the jukebox I looked for years. I would look every day on Craigslist before there was Facebook Marketplace, trying to find a jukebox that was in my price range. I mean, some of them go for crazy money. But I found one that was free and it just needed a little TLC. I have on my YouTube channel. You guys go look. I have a whole the whole story of the jukebox and what songs I have in it, and it's been cool over the years to find all the 45s that I have in there. I don't know if it belonged in like a bar or I mean, I knew it was in somebody's basement. I think maybe before it might have belonged in like one of those like a Moose Lodge or Elks Club or VFW Hall or something like that. There's a lot of cigarette burns on it, and it had a lot of cool songs in there that I did leave in. You know, and then a lot of standard stuff they had back then in the jukebox. You would have Happy Birthday, you know, Christmas stuff, you know, just that kind of stuff. What I didn't know about jukeboxes either, and even the one I have from 1974, there's a mechanism inside of it that actually counts not only how many plays it's done, but what records. Each record, it'll tell you how many times it's been played since the last time the guy was there to collect the money. So the guy that was, you know, profiting off the jukebox, whether it be the bar or the vendor, whatever it may be, could see the popular records in there. And I'm assuming he would make sure to not take those ones out. And the ones that were lame and not getting any plays, he would take those out and replace them with better stuff to keep that money flowing, which is pretty cool. I like that. Can you program the jukebox yourself? Yeah, I mean, you just basically put your records in, and I found a website that you can actually print those old school labels, the old school jukebox labels, and so I do that, and you basically just have to put your record in there, and you punch in, you know, you just find the number you want. If you want to listen to 275, you hit 275, and the mechanism rolls around there, and if everything goes right, it plays the record. Sometimes it doesn't want to cooperate. It's very old, so you know, it's a 6 years old machine. So sometimes it's like a classic car, you know what I mean? Sometimes it just doesn't want to cooperate, and I sit there like an idiot fixing it for hours and hours. It's ridiculous. How was Vegas when you went with the show? God, what was that, like 2019? That was like the year, I think that was a year before COVID. And oh my God, it was a blast. I mean, it was crazy to be there during March Madness. To see, I mean, how many listeners were there and how many people knew the show or were coming up to talk. And you know, not even when we were on the air, I'd just be walking around the lobby of the D, and some of the other hotels would be in and walking around, and people would notice you. And it was really surreal because we weren't at home. It was crazy for me, but yeah, good time with all those guys. Mike Sullivan, good guy. David Hatchaman Hall, good guy. Everybody there is just good people, very good people. So let me take another sip here, my red pop. Oh, is that fantastic? They should really be a sponsor on this channel. Should be Faygo. I don't know why they don't sponsor with me. I love drinking Faygo Red Pop. All flavors, really. What's your favorite one? Tell me. Let me show you some new stuff I got here really quick. Let me turn back to the other. Let me turn back to the other camera here. Does your pool cleaner robot still work? It does. That's right. I love the thing. It's great. Not too much swimming done yet so far. I mean, the last 4 or 5 days have been very rainy and overcast, and I want that sun beating right down on me. I want to get a nice dark tan. And I will. Let me switch over here and show you guys. Let me show you a couple other new things here that I got. This came in the other day. Got like 25% off on eBay. Van Halen live right here, right now. 4 LP set. Got a cool gatefold there. Van Halen guys. Sammy Hagar lineup, my favorite lineup. I'm sorry if you don't agree with me. I know it's like warring factions of fans on that level, but I remember getting this. I still have the CD here. I have the CD and cassette and vinyl of this, and the DVD actually too. This came out in 1993, live album from the 1991-92 tour. I remember getting this as soon as it came out when I was a kid, 13 years old. And I was just obsessed with this album. It's so good. Eddie Van Halen just at his, I would say at his peak here, peak guitar playing for Eddie Van Halen. Get this set if you can. There's so many great songs on there. And also, I want to give a shout out to, I gotta keep remembering to look in the right camera. My buddy Phil. Phil is another vinyl collector, and he has decided it's time for him to sell some of his collection, which I did, about over the last few years. And so what timing that I'm wanting stuff back, and he's selling a lot of the same things that I have. And I'll show you guys in a video soon his collection and what I've been able to get my hands on out of his cold dead hands. I know it sucks, Phil. I know it, but it's going. He knows that it's going to a good home, and that's all that matters. But so let me just remind me some of the ones I got from him just the other day. I got this George Michael, Faith, still in the shrink wrap. Beautiful, pristine, awesome copy of that. Thought I'd add that to the collection. Actually, a pretty good album, better than I expected. I got Aerosmith, Pump from Phil. Original pressing, not reissue. This is the original one that came out in 1989, 90-ish. Haven't listened to it yet, so. And then, what was the other one I got from him? This one's still in the shrink. Original press, Bon Jovi, New Jersey. Follow up to Slippery When Wet, 1988. Original press, still got the hype sticker there. Bad Medicine, Born to Be My Baby, Lay Your Hands on Me, all great stuff on here. They just reissued this on a 2 LP set recently, but I thought, hey, I saw the original in his collection. I said, I need to get that back. I did have one for a long time. I think it was a promo one that I had. But, yeah, so that's new stuff I got from Phil's vinyl collection. Thank you, Phil. All right, let's see here. More questions. Gary, thank you so much. Says they still played your political bit on 97.1 today. Miss you on the show. Love hearing that. That's awesome. Thank you so much, Gary, and thank you for still listening. Absolutely. I mean, and I'm glad that that stuff still plays. There's no reason for it to not to. I love that. That's great. So. Anyone tuning in now? So what's coming up next? I would say more live streams if you guys want it. It's kind of, I find it kind of like easier and better to do this on a live stream thing. I kind of get less nervous than recording a video. I don't know. That's really odd. I get like this weird thing where it has to be like just perfect. I like this better. Maybe I'll just start doing this all the time. And just recording that and putting these videos out when I have new vinyl finds and new stuff that I buy, because I'm always finding stuff. My wife went to an estate sale today on her way home from work, and she even sent me some stuff. She was taking pictures of all these vinyls, sending me, how about this one, that one. And there was one I really wanted that I need back in my collection. It's Rush Power Windows from 1985, and she had it in her hands, and it was a good price. I said, just take a look at the quality, look at the actual record before you buy it. And sure enough, it was all warped and bubbled up and looked like it had sat in the sun forever. And man, was I bummed out. Because like I said, finding it that way is just a much cooler story than, hey, I just went to the record store and I bought the reissue and I paid $35 for it. Not that I don't mind paying $35, but paying $20 is better than $35 in my book. Uh, is it Lee or Lay? I don't know. You're doing great. Thank you. Yes. Thank you very much. I appreciate it. But and like the little crawl there says on the bottom, make sure you subscribe to this channel, my YouTube channel. Um, and definitely, for you guys that came over here from following me on Twitter, X, whatever the hell they call it now, thank you. You guys have been just so loyal and responding and liking and commenting and reposting things. And I just can't thank you guys enough. The best audience in the world, I got to tell you. Unbelievable. But that's pretty much it. I don't know. Do you guys want me to for anyone joining now? I don't know. It looks like I went over the room and everything else earlier. I'm trying to think record wise, is there anything new? Showed you my guitar. One day we'll get in all the cassettes and the 8-tracks, and I have some. I don't know if I showed you that too. I have some sealed 8-tracks that have never been opened before. I found another one that I found it at an estate sale. What was it? No, it was Craigslist. The guy was selling all these sealed 8-track tapes, and I'm probably the only guy that bit on it and paid for them. A lot of jazz stuff. Stanley Clarke, Billy Cobham, Donny Hathaway. Pretty cool stuff. Never been opened, still sealed, never been played. And 8-tracks are cool, man. The players eat the tapes a lot, but I like them. Just another cool thing to do. Good first stream. Thank you, Cam. When's your next stream? That's a good question. I don't know. I mean, I'm having fun doing this. So if you guys are down, I mean, I definitely want to come back and do as much as many as you guys want. And you don't get sick of me. But definitely if there's an audience for it, I'll definitely come back. And like I said, it's much easier for me to just come on and do this, because that way I have you guys as co-hosts. I can go to here and see the comments and the questions, and much rather be doing that. That's very cool. Takes the pressure off me. So thank you guys for sure. But yeah, so I don't know. Should I go and watch this debate? I don't know. I mean, my wife's all hot about it, so maybe I will check that out. Nothing. I'm not really watching anything on TV right now. I don't know. Maybe you guys can tell me what to watch. I'm not. I saw something on my phone that PBS has some like disco thing, like the whole history of disco or something. Maybe I'm gonna check that out. Love that stuff. Other than like mob organized crime movies, I love anything that took place in like the disco 70s, early 80s eras. I don't care what the hell it's about. I love the movie about Halston, the designer. Anything that takes place in like, going to Studio 54 and cocaine and all that stuff is awesome. So thank you. Excuse me. CJ, miss you, Roberto. Vinyl room looks awesome. Thank you. It's a work in progress as always. Man, that red pop. I'm belching. But yeah, it's always a work in progress, and just a nice little dungeon I've carved out for myself down here in the basement. And this is where I can crank the music up. And it's probably what I'm going to do. I'll go watch some of the debate, and then I will go probably come back down here, listen to a couple records. I'm really behind. I would show you guys. I mean, I probably have 20 to 25 records I haven't even listened to yet. Some in that estate sale finds that I got last week. One that I did clean and listen to was Rod Stewart, Every Picture Tells a Story, original pressing. I cleaned it. Oh my God, it sounded phenomenal. It sounded like the master tape. It sounded like Rod Stewart was in the room. So that's awesome. You just can't beat that. Please call Artie Lang and ask if he wants to co-host. I will do that. That would be very cool. I would love to have Artie on. But I disagree with some of his music choices. He loves Springsteen. I like Springsteen. I got a couple. I got Tunnel of Love. I love that album from Springsteen. And I got a sealed original pressing that I opened of Darkness on the Edge of Town. Love the song Badlands. Adam Raised the Cane is like, in my terms, is that's hard rock. That's bordering on heavy metal song from Bruce Springsteen. That's awesome. I wish he would do more songs, heavier songs like that. I remember Murder Incorporated. That was another song from him that I thought was always very cool. But yeah, like I was saying when I first got on, make sure you get notified and subscribe, because I will be having guests on periodically. I'll be having guests that also fellow vinyl collectors, maybe some record store owners, maybe people from record labels, vinyl experts when it comes to equipment and cleaning. And not just that, I'll have the music historians on, fellow radio people, I mean, just who knows? It's going to run the gamut. And hopefully, if I can, I'd love to have music artists to come on, artists that not like, just some local guy. I'm interested in having like actual, like a really cool musical guest would be very cool. And, but yeah, that's basically, that's the deal here, man. So thank you guys. Anyone that's come on tonight, I really appreciate it. If you didn't get a chance, it'll be up for replay, and everything I do will be up for replay. You guys can check it out. And I just wanted to come on this first time is sort of like this is like sort of a pilot episode. So I didn't know like if I was going to come on here and no one was going to be here. So I wanted to come on just to show a few things. Just wanted to pan around the room and then mostly take your guys' questions and comments and hear from you guys, because yeah, it's been a minute since you've heard me or seen me. So wanted to make sure that you guys knew and everybody out there knew that I am fantastic. You're fantastic. And I think that's about it. What do you guys think? Let's go watch the debate. I've never said that before, I don't think. All right, well, you guys take it easy. And like I said, make sure you subscribe, you follow, you repost, you like, spread the word. Subscribe. I'll see you guys on the next live stream here, and make sure to keep checking back for new videos. And I'll see you guys again. Thank you so much for tuning in, and I will see you next time. Bye-bye.